Sound check, honey. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. How about it? Well, hurry it up. Just kidding. That's my production assistant. She's gonna tell me if my sound is working. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Should I put a light on so you guys can see my face? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Huh? Huh? Okay. Take your time, but hurry up. About to plug my light in because it's too dark over here. Let's see. Shed some light on the situation, man. There you go. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Testing 1 2 3. Testing one. Okay, good. Good afternoon, folks. This is your friend and brother W.C. Here for another exciting post to my loyal fans and subscribers. I want to let you know how sorry I am about how things turned out yesterday with the sound. But you guys are so cool. I think that's one of my most watched videos. And all I did was sit there with my head hanging down trying to figure out why my sound wasn't coming out. And I guess everybody got a kick out of it because I got over 100 views. Thanks. We really do have a cool family, and that's what family does. They accept you, whether sometimes you're right or wrong, they still love you, and they give you the thumbs up, and they put up with your crap, you know, and they support you when they see you trying, even if you fall flat on your face. They'd be right there to pick you up. And I looked at that uh, video because it took me so long. I finally just closed it out and started over. I was just sitting there trying to figure out why my sound wouldn't come through, and I think I stayed up about. I mean, on that particular live stream, I stayed up about maybe 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes before I threw in the towel. I have to give myself props on that because I wasn't about to give up. But I'm trying to keep my word and post at least twice within the 24 hours, like in the morning and in the evening. So I was going at 11 in the morning and then 11 at night. And I was told by a friend of mine who's pretty good on global timing and all that other stuff that I should come even earlier. So I think I'm going to change that time to about 9:30 in the morning, and then earlier in the evening. So I'll say about 9:30, you know, in the evening, you know, and see if I can get a better group of clientele. Because I don't want you to miss this. Most of this is like stuff you really need to know to make it in YouTube, you know. And it's what's kept me going all these years, all these 18 years. And it saved me a lot of drama because if you know better, guess what? You do better. And the idea is to work smarter, not harder. All right. And the reason being is you don't want this to be like a job. You want it to be entertaining. You want it to be pleasurable for those who are watching you, and the experience should be pleasurable for the person, which is you, who is doing all the creating. And so it's a win-win situation. We all want to win in life. We don't want to be losers. I asked this friend of mine I see in front of the liquor store all the time, man. I said, I don't even know your name. You don't need to know my name. I said, but I see you all the time. You're buying lottery tickets and stuff. I'll just call you loser. He said, that's what my friends call me, loser. I said, no, I don't want to call you loser. Because one day I hope you win. I know one day you will. You keep trying at something. Eventually, something's got to give. Like Marilyn Monroe's movie, something's got to give. Something's got to give, baby. And you get out of it what you put into it. And I found that as long as you're good at putting it in, it's gonna come out swell. Okay, and that's what you want. You want everybody to be happy. And when you look at this video today, you're gonna say, "Wow, WC was up all night." I told you guys I was gonna make up for that blunder. And because I know some people came and they didn't get nothing out of that live cast because I couldn't get nothing out of that live cast, so I couldn't give nothing out of that live cast. Nobody caught it because they couldn't hear me. So I made up for it last night. I stayed on 3 hours running some of my videos, some of my most entertaining videos, and I made a 3 hour post from that, and I got a few views. So if you like that type of content, because you know me, I'm always into music, uh, and you just want something to play in the background, run that video. Help me get these live stream hours. I need 3,000 live stream hours. I ran into this YouTube admin who said I was doing such a good job turning them old dried bones, turning to dust into something hot. You know, taking Barbara Mason, and a lot of old time, performers and stuff like Wilbert, what's his name? I forget, and just old time stuff, and making videos and making people check it out and finding out they like that stuff. And he said, "Man," he said, you're taking the greats and you're reminding them that hey, these people are out there, and their material is out there, their songs are out there, and they've been so overlooked by this generation. A lot of cats come in my page and say, "I never heard of that song," and you never heard of the Skyliners. You know, if I don't have you, you never heard of that song. Oh man, you never heard of I'm a Wanderer. You never heard I'm a Wanderer by Dion? Oh my God. It's so much of the culture you missing out on, the doo-wop culture. I don't know what the hell doo-wop is. It's Generation X. I don't know what the hell doo-wop is. Man, you don't know about the hot rods and the low riders come later. But the hot rods were first, you know? And I mean, it was all wrapped up in the culture. Hot rods from hell and all that. And they've never heard of this stuff. So I said, well, you know what? Every time I find something antique like me, I put it out there, and I get a pretty good response. I get pretty good response. So I'm gonna keep doing that and keep bringing up these oldies, you know. And if I see something hot that's going on right now, like I'm running a lot of Bruno Mars. If you jump on my page, and I knew he was hella bad when I saw him in that Michael Jackson thing when he was just a baby. Uh, I knew he was gonna be bad. But now they saying he's getting ready to top Michael Jackson. I'm like, that's kind of impossible. How can anyone top Michael Jackson, the best-selling pop star of all time? You know, all his albums had number one hits on them and all that. How you gonna do that? Bruno Mars is doing it, man. So you get a chance, swing by my page and check out some of his stuff. It seems like everything he drops is hot. And I spent all my free time now downloading it. And like I said, like the sign says, if it's not 25 new ones, it's damn near close. Okay. Cause not a live streamer. I like listen to music. I like you know finding gems and laying them out, producing them. You know, making them available to the public, and you know, getting them views, getting them responses. Some of my stuff is just about views. If I find something that's really, really hot, like 1 million views or 2 million views, I'll try to ride off of that sometime, even if I'm not really interested. And that's a dangerous thing to do. Okay, let me just say that. I don't want to suggest that, especially to the new YouTubers just trying to, build up a following with a certain type of niche. Don't try to do this at home. Okay, but if you got 2 or 3 thousand subscribers to play with it, and I'm not trying to flex, but I'm just saying, uh, you can run a video, just experiment, see if somebody likes it. If they don't like it, you only get 50 views. Don't do that again. You know, stick with your niche, and because that's where you're going to get the biggest response. Wherever the people feel their connection with you, from heart to heart, from mind to mind, from soul to soul, that's where you'll get your views. And I found, like I said before, the short streams are for subscribers, and the long stream content is for mainly for me. The only thing I can think of when I'm giving out the long stream is information. If it's not totally, for entertainment purposes, like I'm running some cool videos people might like, it's mainly for information, to make your YouTube experience better. And but I can't sit up and talk for like 11 hours. How do people do that? I guess they get so trained. And then a lot of people, like while they're live streaming, they'll run, like karaoke, you know, and they'll they'll make it like a podcast form, you know, question and answers. People call in, like a radio show or something, you know. But 12 hours, no, not me. Hold on, I got a phone call. I called my sister. Oh, that's my mom. She's calling me back. Hello, Mom.
Hey, Darcy, what up?
I was calling you this morning to check on you. I heard you fell,
Again, yeah, that's okay.
and my mother's
Thanks.
89, 88. She'll be 89 in February.
You got company?
No, I'm doing my YouTube, but it's okay. I just wanted to make sure you were it's still in one piece.
Oh, yeah, I'm still in one piece. The only reason I called you, because Kim called, she was so tickled. She said you made her laugh this morning. Because she told her, yeah, leave me everything on, buy me a carton of cigarettes.
Yeah, she clowned me. She said, "I don't want to lay them. I ain't no money. How they can do that." I said, "Well, you know what? The first thing I'm gonna do is buy me some cigarettes."
Yeah, she told me you said that. But the main reason I called you
Yeah.
was to tell you to keep our business to yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
Yeah. You know you did, right?
right, right.
Okay. That was the main reason I called you. That you got to keep
Oh
that to
no, she don't.
yourself.
I wouldn't dare mention any of that. But listen,
Oh, no.
no, I'm gonna get off because I'm online with 1 billion people right now, and I don't want her to see my live stream.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll call you back.
bye.
All right, bye. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
All right. That's Mom. Okay. I'm 67, but I'm still her baby. You got a mom that gets up in her 80s or 90s if you're really fortunate. You better make sure you call them if you can't be there to hug them, kiss them, love them. Give them their flowers while they can smell them. Especially nowadays, I mean, even if everything was just honky dory, we were living in some type of fantasy land where there's no uh, line drawn between the people and the politics and the territories and the money and all these other things. You still have to remember to love the ones you're with. Love the ones that have been placed on this earth to be in your care. And make sure you don't forget. Give them that love. Give them understanding. Forgive them when they're wrong. Hopefully, they'll forgive you when you're wrong. And, try not to flex, man, because people get so sensitive. Sometimes you can hurt somebody's feelings. They don't want to talk to you for 2, 3 weeks or a month. Maybe in some families, years go by. Brothers and sisters don't get along. And that's just not good. And if you have a problem with your mama, you're a fool. Okay? Because she's the one that brought you into this world. And I'm ranting, and it's got nothing to do with classes right now. I'm taking a break on that. But this is important. Some of you guys got to get this. Your mama had a choice. She could have said, you know what? I don't want this baby right now. Can I get an abortion? I'll put it up for adoption. I got a life. I don't want to be tied down. Just ask Keisha Cole. That's what happened to her. Her mom gave her up for adoption, and she found out later on that she was still alive, and they hooked up and they had a life. And praise the Lord, Keisha was forgiving, and she was loving, and she took care of her mama. Her mama had problems, and they had time together. And before her mama left, she had a bond with her mama she would have never had if she hadn't had forgiveness in her heart. You gotta have forgiveness, guys. You gotta have forgiveness. That's the woman who brought you into the world. You wouldn't have no problems at all because you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Let's not forget that. Now, okay, back to this. Um, I'm trying to keep up with my schedule. I apologize for being a little behind this morning. I was supposed to start at 11, and I started a little after 12, and I'm not going to keep you, but there will be a time change. I'm going to go from 11 to about 9 o'clock, 9 ish, something like that. And my evening schedule is going to change from 11 p.m. to about 9 ish for my evening. So, and all those friends of mine who said, we never know when you're on. That's why we don't come to your live stream. You don't have no you don't have no excuse now. I'm taking that one from you because anytime you want to come see me, I'll be online from 9 in the morning. This is California time. All right, or 9:30 ish. And then in the evening again, 9:30 ish at night, okay? And that's just a heads up for all you folks who want to see my lovely face. Okay? And in the meantime, if you only have one subscriber, or if you have no subscribers, you're the person I'm looking for. Because if you have a desire in your heart to be a YouTuber, I want to help you accomplish that goal. No fuss, no muss, no money. I believe in doing good deeds because when you do deeds, good things happen to you. Trust me. And if you spread a little love, you might get some back. And anytime you send me some hearts, I'm going to send you some hearts because I don't have enough room to keep them all. I got to share my love with the world. So, I'll see you next time on my live stream. And until then, always remember take care of yourself first so you can help take care of others. This is your friend and brother WC. Peace and have a good day.